fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Let's attach our extension. Buttons. We haven't talked about buttons this week. I have called it many times extension because that's what it is. It's an extension of our forearm. And a good type of measure of the button, because they come in different measures, is to really find the right one that could suit you, right? So it's something like this. I mean, putting the hand like this, that we have a button that is proportional to our forearm, right? So the length of the button, if it's like the forearm, looks like an extension that is proportional. This part is more or less the same as this. When you have very small one, you see, I mean, it looks very small in proportion to the forearm. If it's too long, it gets out of proportion as well. So we suggest that. There used to be a music shop here that sells books, etc., scores, and the buttons of Guivier. In London, that's the shop that makes buttons. And actually, for many years we had them done for the school as well here with a bigger cork. I'll show you later on the bigger cork, which is sort of the kind of handle. I've changed a little bit now because thing in my hand, but I mean, it's always important to have something to hold here, so the button is not loose there. I mean, some people prefer bulbs, etc. I do prefer a cork. I mean, in this case, this is a rubber thing, but I mean, the cork is very good, and something that you're holding something, you see, that has a contact, that is not bubbling there, right? I talk about the length, and Guivier is a place. This one is a quite a cheap one. Is King David 16. The King David come 14 and 12 as well. So I mean, you can find them quite easily on the internet. So everything is in there. So it's important because I mean, if we are going to have an attachment, it's logical to be in proportion of what we are going to achieve, right? Fine. So just holding the button, remember, I want center here, hold it there with these fingers, no tension, no pressure, just holding there, the finger to the top. Careful, if you close your finger here, you don't have flexibility in the fingers, it's very hard. So have that there, that really, you know, can do little circles, clockwise, anti-clockwise, up, sideways, up and down, etc. That's just with the fingers, right? We can do the same with the wrist, clockwise, anti-clockwise, up and down, diagonals, etc. It's very free. If we froze everything, you know, it's very difficult to have that independence. It's a combination of movements. You teach your body to do that, all right? And then we have the elbow, which basically follow what the fingers and the wrist does, right? That's that, and then we have. So let's get some beating going, please. We're going to start with 1, do 4 bars of 2, 4 bars of 3, and 4 bars of 4. Right, here we go. Position, center, right here. And 1, 1, 2, down, up, 3, up, up, 4, up, higher, higher, higher. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand in the neutral position, right? Fine. Now let's just go over the subdivisions of 2, double, and triple. 2 main, 2 double, 2 triple. 4 bars of each. and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Triple French 6. Triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2. Very important to keep the main beats on the same place. That's 3. Now let's go. That's 2. Let's go into 3, double and triple, right? So 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Double. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Triple 9. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, and triangle. Right. Everyone has the same principle. The principle of the main beats and then that developing into the double and the triple. It's very logical. It's one message. It's not a messy one, right? Now, let's do now the last one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, higher, higher. Now, double 1, right, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, right, 2, and 3, and. That's the difficult one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple, extra 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? So those are 2, 3, 4 main beats with the double and the triple subdivisions. Right? Let's go to something new for the people who are here for the first time and to review some irregulars. Right? In the repertoire we get 5, 7s, etc. So let's do some 5 now. Right? The subdivision that we could use is not the only way to do for 5 is could be 2 ways, 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, and the main beat for that is 2. Don't cut that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. That's 2 plus 3, 5, right? And the subdivision goes on the same lines as the other ones, the regular ones we've seen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See? 1, 2, triangle. One, it's very logical, right? So we do that one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Subdivide. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to change 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Right? And the other one, 3 plus 2 is the same principle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right? Logical. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Subdivide. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Back to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Very good. Right? There are some irregulars. Subdivision in 3. If we group 2, 2, 3 in the main 3, we get 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, that's main. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, and the Christmas tree or the triangle, right? Very logical. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same principle. Here, there, and there. Right. Let's do 3 and then subdivide. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, subdivide. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget the neutral. The left hand is doing something, being neutral. Right? Now, the music could need to have 2, 3, 2. Same principle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Logical, right? So 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sub 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and sub 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's a bar of 7, 8. And the last one could be 3, 2, 2. Right? Very easy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Same principle, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now sub 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and sub 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Very logical, very simple, very much to the point. When we subdivide, we keep the main points of the content for the players. Right? Now, 4 we could find many irregular ones. We could do 10s, 3, 3, 2, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. To subdivide, we go 1 right. Remember, that's the difficult one. 1 right and 2, 3 and 4 right. 3, 3, 2, 2. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Change and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Normal 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You can do that 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, or we could do an 11, right? So 3, 3, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, triangle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right? Very simple, same point, same principle for all of them with C. Right? We're going to do a very important exercise, which is the real use of the subdivision when we do accelerandos and ralentandos. In this case, we are going to do the first exercise doing a quick tempo, and then we are going to do the ralentando or retardando, and then we're going to subdivide. Please don't come back. I'll just show you everyone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. Sub and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and unsub, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. Right? 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and sub and 2, and it could be anywhere in the beats. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and sorry, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and sub and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, sub, 1, 2, 3, triangle, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, unsub, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sub, anywhere in the body, flexibility. You see, when that happens, when we have accelerandos and ralentandos, and in our repertoire this week we've got some of them, right? It's really the proportion of it and the points of contacts that make that the technique is clear for the success for that. I'm not telling you that it's easy, but if you clear, it's going to be easier for everyone, for you and for the players, right? So, very important use of the subdivision, that when we subdivide, we keep the points of contact, right? So, out of 2, we're going to do double and triple subdivision, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and sub, and 1, nothing happened, just there. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and sub and 1 and 2 and 1, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and sub and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and unsub 2 and 1. You see, nothing happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sub, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, unsub, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, sub, and unsub, 1, 2, 3, sub, unsub, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Many combinations. The important thing is to have the right proportions. In 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3, same principle. Sub and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and sub and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and sub and 3, 1, 2, 3, you see? I was doing 2, sorry. Sorry. I want jumping the mind, sorry. This is 3, double. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and sub and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and unsub 2 and 3 1 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and sub, and you see anywhere 1 and sub 1 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, sub, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, and sub. Right. You teach yourself to do this with the aim that once it's part of you, you forget about that. If you're reading and thinking about that, you're lost. You don't have time for that. You have to teach your body to react to that absolutely automatically. Right. We do in 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, sub, and 1, and. That goes to the right. Remember that. That's 1, 2. That's the only one that goes when we fall. It's quite difficult that for some reason. Here, 1 and 2 and 3 and sub and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and sub 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and sub and 1, 2 and sub and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sub, triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And sub. 1. Nothing happened. You go from one thing to the other one. I won't do it again. We'll do it later sometimes in our workshops. Right? So, that's very important. Accelerandos and ralentandos, most of them are a consequence of something. From one place we go to a place, either in accelerando or in retardando. It's one thing that goes without noticing from one thing to another. Plenty of examples, and we will check about them. Right? Fine. Let's do now another exercise that is very important. Right. Let's have just 4, quite slow. Piano, legato, strings, first violins, second, and crescendo to the violas. A pizzicato of the basses. Piano solitude to everyone. Next bar, we're going to do a rallentando, and that's going to give a subdivision, now double, and. And next bar is a beautiful chorale for horns. 1, 1. And now the trombones. 1. Accelerando, and now the trumpets with the same music. 2, 3. Now change of tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Forte, staccato, trumpets, fugue, horns, trombones and tube, right? Winds, now, flutes, oboe, clarinet, bassoon. Don't throw them away like that. Don't tell you, don't do that. Invite, you see? Oboes, clarinets, bassoons. Now, quick, strings, seconds. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1 and 1, 2, 3. 1. I mean, endless exercises you can practice with. You see, that's a very basic use of the left hand supporting what the right hand does. Mirroring. I mean, it's difficult to avoid, and I'm talking about myself. I mean, because somehow you feel that, and when you want to, I mean, the mirror comes there. but try to avoid them because you're compensating with doing mirroring. You are not giving the enough trust to the right hand to give the whole message. So catch yourself with that. I mean, that's going to happen to you, and it happened every day to me as well. And I know that. So I'm always thinking about that. And I realize I'm pretty clear, I'm pretty sure that mirroring really doesn't help much. I mean, it could do for a bar or something, etc. But just to go there, what happens with mirroring? It becomes a habit. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do every 4 bar or something. 1, 2, 3 for the 3. I mean, it becomes a habit. It's very important that the whole of your concentration goes from all of your body, your eyes, etc., towards the end of the battle. And whatever happens is going to support that. If you are going to move for some reason, if you are going to lose just momentarily, your main position is for a particular thing, you come back, but everything is because that goes there. If I reflect to the cellos or basses here, I do like that. I don't do that, really. I mean, it's basically with that, with the whole of the equipment. You see, all the time, all this frame, which is a very important thing. All right? So let's do some exercises for the space. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Right? Let's do that in the pattern of 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, let's do that in the pattern of 4. But instead of starting piano, we're going to start forte, and then we do the crescendo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So you have to change the proportion to that all the time with the whole of the machinery. And the last one, don't count that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, you go in each one. Come on. Right, here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Thinking of it. It's a good thing, you know, it could happen, I work like that. But the important thing is not that, it's how to use the proportion without making any deformation of the main beat. You see, always very proportional. It's very clear pictures all the time, a very clean thing, not all this. You see, it's not a choreography. Careful. Choreography doesn't help the music. When you do choreography, someone takes a little pliers and take the conductors and put it away, the orchestra are able to play by themselves. Remember all that. Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go inside with instruments for workshops, please. Thank you.